It is Sikhism's holiest place, the Golden Temple in Amritsar, a place of worship, of pilgrimage, a place of devotion, a place for visiting politicians to pay their respects.
That's right.
The mayor getting plenty of attention as he did so this morning.
My family are from this part of the world, from the Indian subcontinent. My grandparents, great-grandparents and my forefathers and foremothers are from this part of the world. Literally, my grandparents probably came to the Golden Temple, in previous years. But me personally, it's important for me, it's quite emotional for me as well to be back here to the country of my forefathers and foremothers.
Thousands of London Sikhs come here every year. This family from West London surprised to see their mayor in town.
I think it's really good for building bridges between the two countries and just showing his awareness and his interest in India.
We are same. I mean, I know it's partition, but still the bonds are same. I think it's brilliant. When I saw him, I was excited more than her. I said, let me go and say hello to him.
This is the bullet wall.
Sadiq Khan's last stop in India was at Jallianwala Bagh, the site of a massacre by British troops in 1919.
Well, I mean, you can see how raw it is still to people who are describing it in relation to what British soldiers did in 1919.
As he laid flowers, the mayor said the British government should apologise for the massacre. He was then off to Pakistan, a decision made to walk across the border.
When we were organising this trip, we were told that it's not the done thing to go to India and Pakistan on the same trip. Well, when I said that I wanted to actually cross from India to Pakistan directly by foot, it was frowned upon. It's not the sort of thing that is done. I think it is important, though. The symbolism, but also, you know, there are many people like me whose family come from India and Pakistan. The hospitality with which I've been received in India is phenomenal. It's something that will stay with me forever. We're now going to go to Pakistan, and hopefully that sort of warmth will carry on in Pakistan as well.
Then a crossing like the one his grandparents and parents made during partition. Indian Muslims fleeing to Pakistan.
Does it feel like coming home?
Home South London, mate. But you know, it's good to be in Pakistan. It's good to come from India, home of my parents and grandparents, and obviously there's an emotional connection for me, bearing in mind my connections to this great part of the world.
In South London, though, he doesn't get security like this. A convoy of heavily armed soldiers, 30 vehicles, including a fire engine and an ambulance. Even at the historic Badshahi Mosque in Lahore, where the mayor went to pay his respects and to pray, security was all too evident. This level of security is likely to last throughout his time in Pakistan, despite senior politicians here saying they see his visit as a homecoming.
People are obviously galvanized, would like to meet him, chat with him and know who is he. And he's a good mayor.
And you thought it was symbolic too that he walked across the border today?
Yeah. It's symbolic in the sense that Britain can always play an important role to build bridges between Pakistan and India.
That's part of the mayor's ambition. He will also hope bridges will be built between London and both countries. Carl Mercer, BBC London News in Lahore.